I know I've been very like wild with the editing lately.
Shut the fuck up.
But I'm sorry to say to those looking for the memes and the wild editing, it's not gonna happen today because...
I'm too damn lazy.
But if you're bored and you need something to play in the background, well, here's your video.
Best of Beauty.
Yeah, 2018. On our channel, we talk about skincare. I know a lot of people are interested in skincare, so I'll link that up there. We're gonna get started because I have way too many things to talk about, and I talk a lot, so we're gonna start now. Base, go.
Okay,
Okay, my base. Just kidding.
I want to talk about 3 products. So the Hourglass, 이게 뭐지?
it's a mini
Mineral
version.
primer. Yeah. It creates a smooth canvas for makeup, and I love how smooth my skin feels. It feels like silk. 뭐지? What's another word? Veil.
Yeah.
Like the name says.
We met the CEO, and she formulated that very differently.
Yes.
But it's different from other primers because a lot of other ones are just silicone, they're like this sort of thick primer that you put on to fill out all the space like in the skin, the texture. But it's like different. It's like
It is
really
different.
light.
And so this changed up my makeup application game the moment I applied it. Another one I want to talk about is this primer water from Smashbox. I don't directly use this on my face, but I do like to use it on my beauty blender before applying the foundation, which I'll talk about later. I just use this to wet my beauty blender, but I really want to talk about the
I
beauty
love it.
blender.
That's so bougie. She
뭐가,
uses
이거?
mist to
Oh.
wet her sponge. Which, by the way, she only now started getting to the beauty blender. It's
Yeah.
2018. Joe, where are you at?
No. I think it's mainly because there were so many cheaper sponges out there. Like Daiso had the 2001.
Yeah.
Skin Food has like their very popular wedge puffs. Which, by the way, did you know Skin Food is closing down?
Yeah. So sad.
So sad because, yeah. I get why people like the beauty blender after testing it out, after trying Real Techniques,
Yeah.
Daiso, Skin Food, Innisfree, all the sponges. I feel like I've tried majority of the Korean ones out there, but this is a game changer. And I brought a new one because mine is currently brown. So for your video, I brought this.
Thanks. For my base, I only have one. I don't really use base like religiously, but the one that I noticed that I love to grab, that I tend to grab, is this 3CE mint green one. It's quite thicky, but you can really spread it out thin. What I've been doing a lot lately is getting quite a lot on my hand and using like this. I have to show this to you.
Okay. What do you use that for? Is this a paintbrush?
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. They sell it at the makeup brush store.
Oh.
Though, so I was like, oh, it must be okay, but I'm pretty sure it's just a paintbrush. But put some on my hand, I kind of coat it, and I like spread it. It spreads it really thin, and I kind of just slap it on with a big sponge. Really reduces the redness in my skin, and it just makes everything. It kind of gives, because the redness is gone, it kind of gives my face like a natural sort of brightening effect. And so I actually am able to use less foundation. But yeah, Chokchoke, it's really moisturizing.
Yes.
So because I don't really like dry primers, I would rather have my skin looking oily than like dry and cracked. So
Okay, so moving on to foundation. This year I tested out a lot of them. So Too Faced, Hourglass, YSL, Dior, Mamonde, Cosrx, Moonshot. I tried a lot of different ones. And I think it's because my skin got better. Except I'm like breaking out right now because yesterday I went to this MAC event and my skin was great. And then I remembered as she was applying the powder, the twin cake, and I was like, oh my gosh, I used this in high school and that's why I broke out a lot. And I was like, oh, I hope it doesn't break me out. Wakes up, breakout.
oh, thanks, Mac.
I love the Troyata K Aesthetic BB Cream. This is a new one.
Oh yeah.
And then the Edward Avila cushion. I felt like
Edward
I had
Avila
to bring
case.
it today. It's skincare and it has great coverage, and throughout the day it keeps it very healthy looking.
So you don't have to worry about it breaking your skin out.
Yes! So I immediately changed it to this today.
This one actually has lifting properties, and I was like, what?
Peptides, right?
But I put it on, and I was like surprised it's not obviously it's not gonna give you like a V line.
Yeah.
But my skin looked so much more firm.
Yeah.
After like you let it sit on your skin for a few minutes. Apparently there's a certain ingredient, I forgot the name, it's like it's really long name, but there's a certain ingredient in here that actually lifts the skin and makes it firmer. There's the H plus and A plus cushion. There is the H plus cream, but now they have the A plus cream basically. So
Yeah.
good for acne prone sensitive skin.
And we talked about skincare on my channel, but I feel like a lot of Troy Atake products are Botox in a bottle because of the way
Yeah,
they
they always have
formulate
that.
it.
Yeah, they always have that sort of lifting ingredient in there.
But yeah,
So-
I've talked about this cushion many times before. He's also reviewed many of the Troy Atake cushions, so he'll link him down below, right?
No, I cannot.
For me, actually, I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
I don't have them anymore because I gave my last one to my friend. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone that picked up the Arena donation cushion. Recently went to the 2 places where we donated some money to them to use the money towards people that have like skin related like diseases, things like that. It was nice because apparently Gangnam trying to clean up my image on YouTube.
Wow!
As like a sort of thank you, me and Troy are gonna do a giveaway, so I'll put the kind of
below?
down below.
Down below.
Maybe if I remember
Okay.
editing, I would write that down. Info for that down below, so we can give some away. Some
Yeah.
I don't know. My bases are always changing. After we were planning and doing all of this, I started going back to. I have to like remember what I want to say about it in
Yeah.
the video. So obviously I was like testing it
Testing
again,
it out.
and I remember why I liked it so much.
Yes.
Like, it gives you really good coverage, but it's not obviously not like foundation. But the fact that it's just skincare, but it gives you not like it's not like watery coverage. It's like decent coverage,
Yeah.
and the fact that it's skincare is why I like it so much. And the H plus really works well on this part of my face, where I get that
does it?
sensitivity. And then A plus I've been using a lot as like primer because again it has that lifting, tightening
Yeah.
property just like the cream. So I'll use it even under foundation, and I use that as primer because it's not. I prefer that
The
over
A-plus
like
cushion?
yeah.
아 진짜?
Both of these. I'll put this, it's kind of extra. I'll put this on my chin and the A plus on my cheeks. And I'll use that as like my primer instead of like a silicone primer. Just because it's more moisturizing to me.
I will add on one thing. I saw Jeffree Star reviewing one of the cushions on his channel. He was using the puff and he's like, I don't like this, and he used the beauty blender, and like that's why I started using the beauty blender, because I was like, oh, I should try it out. Like ever since I started doing this, a lot of my friends have been complimenting the way my foundation looks, and they just say that it looks like second skin.
One cushion that when I discovered, I was like using it every day and like I was excited to use it. And this is not like a common thing for me because I'm always trying new foundation.
Yeah.
But the Mamonde High Cover Cushion Perfect Liquid is like where it's at for me.
You know who loves that cushion?
누구?
Sunny Dae.
그래?
She loves it, and she also really likes the Troy Atake cushion. So for coverage, she really likes this. For recently, when I met up with her, she's like, for daily wear, this is perfect.
Yeah, I think the concept of this was supposed to be like, oh, a professional makeup artist doing your foundation, and that literally, this is not. I'll talk about this in a bit. It's like a mesh, but it's the one where you push it down, the liquid comes up. Because it's actually a liquid foundation, but it's in this mesh cushion form. And literally, it's like using primer, concealer, and foundation in
All in
one.
one.
But it's like it gives a natural sheen and glow to the skin. So it's like amazing. And it lasts like all day for me. The puff is actually one of those puffs that has like a little bit of a triangle point at the end. But mine was like really wearing. There you go. Mine was really wearing down though. They don't actually sell replacements for this, but they sell replacements of this puff.
The different ones.
Yeah, but this one actually makes it matte. So
That's the thing. For most of the cushion foundations, if they're blue, they have a more dewy finish. The brown ones, it's matte finish. That's how it's
Rustful.
for all Amore Pacific cushion puffs, actually.
그래. Yeah, I don't mind this puff because it does give you like this perfect matte looking skin, but I do wish they sold like the triangle puff separately. I guess just be careful because I was like going in like real hard with this one, the old one. So I kind of included both. I would have had a liquid one, but to me this is kind of like liquid foundation. It's just amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Concealer. I don't usually use concealer these days because my skin has been really good. The only time I use a concealer, for example, if I have like hormonal breakouts or any breakouts, I like to use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Breakout Full Coverage concealer. This is the liquid type, kind of like this. and it treats the acne too. So
Oh, that's good.
it has treating properties. So it really reminds me of Troy makeup. So
And this is like a soft, powdery matte finish.
yeah.
All right, so for my concealer, I have two. I have one liquid. Pony Effect Pro Fit Liquid.
Okay, so always.
Always is.
Always.
I think it's funny that she's talking about Pony Effect now in her videos. It's funny because a lot of the products she's talking about now came out 3 years ago.
You talk about
but
it
she's
more
just-
than she does.
Honey.
Yes.
But the Pro Fit Liquid Concealer, it has sort of like applicator. It's a liquid concealer. Just like, I know in America, a lot of brands are coming out with their concealers now. It's like a thing to just do foundation and a concealer here. The applicator is kind of like this knife, like butter knife looking thing.
Kind of looks like a Q-tip.
Yeah, in a way. So you can do this easily. You can dot it on places. It's kind of like this in a way. It's not matte really. It can be like matte depending on the foundation you used before it, but it's more on the chok side. So it's not going to be super drying, but it like fills in pores really well as well. And so that's why I don't really need to use primer, like a silicone primer. So I just use light foundation or whatever, and like my skin looks fine, but like putting it in the center really perfects my base. And I don't have to use a lot. I just I see Pony like swiping it. I don't really do that. I dot it.
She has like perfect skin. She doesn't even need concealer.
It even kind of blurs out the texture of my scarring, which is nice. So, and then for under my eyes, my dark circles, and around my nose and like spots, the Malo Wilts I've been like super into.
Every time I go to a shop, they have this
Yeah,
concealer.
makeup artists use this a lot.
Yeah.
Even at Mimi Box, their makeup artists use this, and that's how I got into it. And it's waterproof, it's rub proof, or transfer proof. So like it sets once you apply it and blend it out and
Yeah.
everything. And I've been using this for the majority of the year, but I barely made a dent in it. And it's like this whole, it's like $12. So
Yeah.
this is like the beige one. They do have like a greeny one, a more peachy one. They have a lemon one for brightening. So this is really great this is why makeup artists use this one.
Powder! I'm gonna talk about these two.
Oh my god, that powder literally
Which one? This one?
lives in your bag.
In the morning, as I am applying my makeup, I do like to set my makeup using the Laura Mercier. I've had this for a while now too, but I have a drawer full of translucent powders. But Laura Mercier has like this very thin translucent powder.
Even like looking at it there, you can see how fluffy and light it looks.
Yeah, I use the Beauty Blender to apply it.
A lot of people do that. Actually.
Yeah. But throughout the day, I do take around the Fenty Beauty Universal Powder, and this was also recommended to me by Ryan, and he basically touched up my makeup as I was doing the shoot with this, and I was like, what is that? I need it. And Eddie makes fun of me all the time because like I like don't wash the puff as often as I should,
But
and
it's
I
looking
will.
decent today.
Yeah, it's because I am trying my best to wash it often. These are actually my pouch of essentials. Pouch essentials.
Well, powders are like powder to me, but this one I don't know, there's something about it. The Beauty Bakery flour powder, the whole brand is supposed to be like baking themed, so this is supposed to be like their flour. I love using this with a big puff. It's a little, I will say it's thicker than that one.
This one?
It's like an HD, have you used HD powders?
No, I have not.
Like the Makeup Forever
I have
one?
not used the Makeup Forever ones.
But they're like the really thin silicone ones that give you like that smooth look. It's like that, but actually thicker. But when I apply it with a puff, and then I use like a big powder brush to like buff off the excess, the skin looks like perfect. And so I imagine if you don't have acne scarring like me, it will look even better. It's technically meant for baking under the eyes. I don't really do that. I just put it with a puff and buff it off. My makeup is like there throughout the whole day. Like it doesn't budge. It even like when the oil comes through, it actually makes the makeup look even more natural and look better. So I don't know. I have several powders like this, but this is the one that if someone asks me to recommend one, definitely this one because it's like gives you that HD finish.
So, cheek stuff. I have the 3CE.
This is from their mood recipe.
It's not their dark mood recipe.
Yeah,
like
it's the second one.
Yeah. I hit pan in this. Oh! Sorry.
Me.
I hit pan in the nude peach, but I also like to use the mono pink. So I use them together. I start with the lighter and then layer with the mono pink. I just love how natural the colors are. There's one more and I see it right there. Do you want to quickly talk about?
I also included in mine. But the reason I love these so much is 3C makes such good colors for Asian skin tones. It's that sort of like juicy, muted.
Oh
sort
yeah,
of-
remember Goto was like juicy makeup.
Juicy makeup, right? In general, this whole Mood Recipe, and you have the palettes. The Mood Recipe 2 collection is just all really
So smooth.
yeah, powders are really smooth and they're really easy to build up. So you don't never get too much in one.
Right.
I know some people are like, oh my god, I want really pigmented like stuff, but I feel like blushes, you want to be more careful.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Retro Drive. It reminds me of the Triple H song.
Oh
Retro
yeah.
Future. When Eddie busted this out, I was like, there's no way I can pull this off.
Even looking at it, I was like, who the fuck would buy that?
Yeah.
But I bought it.
And he applied it on my face, and I was like, I am into this. And so, all throughout our trip in Bangkok, we used this like on Goto, me and you, so we
Yeah.
all had the same makeup
Yeah.
every day.
Because I feel like the 80s, 90s revival has been like quite strong
Yeah.
in Korea. I think that's why I got into it. So it gives you that really like retro-y sort of
Yeah.
orangey. I know orange blush was a thing, but it's a very like reddy orange.
맞아.
So it gives you that sort of cute like young child sort of blush.
Like the Yeongguk Goma, you kept saying.
Yeongguk Goma.
I actually bought it because I wanted it in my collection. So
It's quite unique. You don't see a lot of that, yeah.
Okay.
Something that I skipped over because I forgot. The Take a Layer blush. This came into me a little bit later in the year, but for blush, I like, again, like I said, these warm autumny colors
Yes.
suit me so well that this has been like my go-to blush lately. It's a matte sort of cream. You can use this anywhere on your face actually. Eyeshadow, lips, or cheeks, but it's my favorite on my cheeks. It just goes with like, I wear like the same look, you know, with many of it was like, oh, copper eye nude lip. That's like me, basically.
are you using that today?
No. I know, right? None of that's what.
That you like today.
Exactly, but I'm a shitty beauty YouTuber, so huh?
Contour, it like never changes. It
This
never
freaking
changes.
palette of yours.
The Innisfree, my palette.
And you replaced some of them.
I
which
replaced
says a
one of
lot.
them, and then I replaced this one. This one it hit pan recently this year. I love this.
You kind of just like,
I feel like a lot of Western contour and shading palettes is just too dark for me, but Innisfree, it fits my skin tone quite nicely, and I could just mix whichever colors that I feel like matches during that season
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I do love tanning, so during the summer I go for the darker colors. I'm not the biggest fan of Innisfree makeup, but when it comes to lipstick and the contour, I'm obsessed. And for highlighter, I have the Hourglass one right here. This is the Iridescent Strobe Light.
ooh, honey. I'm so into the original. You know how they have like setting powders that look like that? Yeah, I used to be so into that.
Yeah, Hourglass makeup is something that I recently started using this year, and I really like how their makeup is vegan, cruelty-free, and it's layerable. Oh,
But it's like
definitely
really,
can't see.
but it's supposed to be more natural. That's what you wanted, right?
I love natural
Right.
blush, natural contour, natural everything, so
You can kind of see it right here. It's not chunky at all. The particles are really fine. Blushes, same thing with these. Love the colors. Also this, I used this a lot this year. Another good one that I got into was the Banilico blushes. I've been into really layering blush, and this comes with like 2 colors each, like 3-ish, because it gradiates. There was like the time when I was using the Lily by Red blushes.
Yeah.
But I would have to use like 3 separate boxes of blushes. But Banilico has these ones where it's just like in the pan. So I'll use like the lighter, I'll use like the main one like right here.
Yeah.
And I'll use the lighter one to blend out the edge of it. If you want something like this but you feel like it's too crazy, you might want to go for this one maybe. I have so many highlighters, but this is the one that really like got me shook this year. The Anastasia and Amrezy. Amrezy? Is that how you say it? Highlighter. It's like this really pretty.
oh my gosh.
I can't even. It's like this. It suits like every single skin tone, like from the fairest to the darkest. But it's like this really. I can't even describe it. Kind of gives your skin, like say you put powder all over your skin, of course you're mad. But if you put this properly on like the high points, it looks dewy, but it's a powder. So that's why I like it so much because of like the tone of it. It's like that kind of white gold sort of tone, so it suits every skin tone. I wanted to mention this one, not so much as like a best of the 2018 because I just got it like a few weeks ago, but an alternative because I know that's limited edition, but apparently it's coming back. So limited edition.
That?
If you want an alternative to that. You won't see it in the pan, but on the skin, I actually kind of like this one a little bit better.
아 진짜?
Because it's a lot. Apparently, this powder is made in Italy, a really good alternative. So, if you want glow to your skin, but you can't because you may have super oily skin and you need to set your whole face with powder, this is a really great highlighter because it makes your skin look dewy, but in powder form. Contour, also contour, I use whatever, but one that really stood out to me was my Kevyn Aucoin one. Really expensive, but
How much is that?
this is like $42 or something like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
But this has lasted me so long, and I feel like I didn't even. I mean, there's a broken part. I like it so much because of the color. It's like an actual. You can't see. There's light, medium, and dark. I had medium, but that was way too dark for me, so I got light, and this is like the perfect tone because
Wow.
it looks just like shadow.
Whoa.
Maybe you don't see it there. So I don't really use it on my. Or I mean, you can, but I don't. I use it mostly for nose contour, but it really adds definition in a natural way because the color is just. Kevyn Aucoin makes really good contouring powders because the colors look like real contour colors. Let me put it in a comparison, right? But I feel like if you want to save money, they're so close. Like there's a very slight difference.
So last year, Edward raved about the 3CE multi-eye color palettes. And then after that, I saw that Diet TV had them in the reward zone, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick up every single palette. I really like how smooth they were and how pigmented they are. 3CE makeup, I feel like, is very popular globally.
Oh, honey.
In the first half of the year, I filmed a lot of my makeup routines with makeup routine. Is that makeup routine?
Makeup.
Daily makeup look? Makeup. Anyway, half of the year I used this, and then later I discovered this.
Yeah, when we went to that event.
It smells so good.
I literally every night when I'm bored, I will smell it.
When you're bored, you
Yeah.
smell it.
It smells so fucking good.
Making me hungry
I
right
want like
now.
a perfume like that.
I actually just use the colors that are very similar to this one. 1, 2, 3. That's all I use.
But again, like I was saying, you'll see like a theme throughout the colors that we like. These sorts of like peach, like again, like these peachy apricot-y colors, colors work so well with skin tones like ours. So I think that's why we like them so much.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out what season your skin you are?
Season?
Yeah.
No.
Like your coloring?
No.
Really?
What are you?
I'm
Where do you
I'm
go for that?
I'm muted. There's a place special. You can like figure it out yourself, but there's special places that will tell you your season. But I think I'm a muted autumn.
Oh.
So because colors like this palette literally like
I love this.
ride or die. But I'm talking about something else. But I will eat this.
I like this one.
That's great for daily.
The smoother because it's all matte and no glitter.
I use that a lot with this blush. And they're really chaya together. I wanted to mention this, so I'm glad you brought this out. The
But you also
3C.
did talk about them last year, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, did
You
I
didn't
talk
know.
about this year or last year? The ones that I really enjoyed this year were probably this is the new packaging. The iMimi multi-cubes. And it's kind of like with blush because
So cool.
on the top you get 4 eyeshadows and on the bottom you get a blush. So and they match, so you don't have to worry about finding a different blush. This is the one that really got me into it. Was the apple red one. This is not that pigmented.
Oh, really?
This is more on the cool tone side, but because it's red, it suits me. So I really enjoy. I really like the shimmers that they do in here because I've been so into like matte and then shimmer right in the center of my lid. But because it's so small, it's really easy for traveling, and they're really great daily colors. They're not the most pigmented, but for me, I like that. If you're like super into that really high pigment look, you're probably not gonna like them, but I like the idea of just like a daily sort of makeup you do every day.
Yeah.
Just because if you look at it, like if you were watching me doing a Get Ready With Me, you don't see that much of a difference. But if you look at before and after, there is enough of a difference, right? It just adds like a cute little, I kind of, depending on my mood, I'll change up because there's 4 different palettes. So, yeah. Those are my two favorite. The Stila Metal Crush, whatever,
Yeah.
has been like
Everyone's
everywhere. So I was never really into that, but what got me into like the whole glittery eye thing was the 3CE eye switches. These come out like glitter eyeliners because the applicator's like an eyeliner. But I like to use this on my aegyosa. That was like my thing this year was the aegyosa. I never did that, but I discovered using glitter instead, like this, that really sticks there and makes like a difference when you're like looking at someone. It really shines under the eyes. I've been super into these. My favorite are these two, the more pinky one and the more gold one. If I want on my lid, I kind of just put my finger and I tap it. On my aegyosa, I take a small brush and kind of tap it on my aegyosa.
Moving on to mascara. I have two right here. For top lashes, I like to use this one from Hourglass, and this is the Extreme Lash Mascara. Caution Extreme Mascara. And then for the bottom lashes, I like to use the Neogen Extra Volume Curl Metal Maxi Curl. It's a really long name, but this one right here, the Neogen one, is really cool because it's a wand. So I have long bottom lashes, so I don't really have to apply too much mascara. So this is like perfect for that. And then for the top lashes, I'm obsessed with this. I'm using it today. Top is Hourglass, bottom is Neogen.
Your lashes look really fluffy.
This one. And also, I shared this in my top 10 tips that I learned from Korean celebrity makeup artists, but they do this light stick.
Oh, the tteokbokki stick.
Oh, is that what? Oh my gosh!
I'm surprised you didn't know that. I feel like you've seen girls do that for years.
No, I've seen people do it, but I just started like incorporating it into my daily makeup routine because
I kind of like the way it feels.
Did you find that trick helps keep the curl up?
yes,
Yeah. Because it's kind of like using a kodegi.
yes.
Yeah. Wait, do you want to talk about your eyeliner while we're at
Okay,
it?
yes. So this is the Hourglass Voyeur.
Their packaging is like A+.
Apparently, the CEO wanted something to like very chic to have in your makeup pouches,
Yeah.
but also have good quality as well.
Even their lipstick thing is like refillable and all that.
Yeah,
Love
very
that.
sustainable.
And it doesn't bleed.
Yes, I'm using it today too.
The last thing I have for eye is
Oh.
this heavy rotation mascara. You guys see me use these all the time in videos,
Yeah.
but for a while I was using the Pony Effect because they have a customizing eyebrow one where it like blanks out your brows. But this one, you don't need to do that, especially for people that have like bleached hair or colored hair. If you have colored hair, I really recommend number 7, the ash blonde one, because it just, I feel like it looks so nice on people with colored hair. It's really pigmented for an eyebrow mascara, so it, you know, it holds your eyebrow hair up, but brow hair is so dark. So the color comes back through anyway, but with this, it like really covers that and it recolors my eyebrows. So,
I like the way it looks on your brows.
thanks.
Not in brown and just this one. It's
Not in brown
Innisfree.
and just this one either.
It's a Innisfree Skinny Brow Pencil. I actually have a thick eyebrow. Like they're naturally
Oh
just
honey,
a lot of
she
hair.
thicky.
I just used the skinny one and then even it out using the spoolie at the end. But nothing too dramatic.
I guess lips is all
Oh
they
yeah!
left.
Wow!
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll talk about the brands that won our hearts this year, right?
Yep.
I always talk about this, but I did want to mention it because it's the cheapest one out of all the ones I'm going to talk about. But the Innisfree Real Fit Velvet Mascara. Lipsticks. It's just so smooth and like I used up so much of this. Like it doesn't even go down all
Oh,
the way
wow.
anymore. Like look at this cap, it's so gross.
That's hot.
But because I talk about this all the time, I brought in new products. This I received recently from an Aritam event, and ever since I used it every single day because
Yeah, a lot of Korean girls I've noticed use that.
so creamy. And then this one, Edward was showing me at the store. But you squeeze it out, and so I start with this, and then I blend everything together using this, and I touch up throughout the day using this.
Beauty guru.
And it smells like roses, and I love it.
I know how they're like rosy water ingredients in the squeeze one,
Ah, 진짜.
so it's moisturizing.
And for Western brands, I really like the Hourglass. I don't know what this is called because it doesn't have any like writing on the packaging.
Yeah.
But this one is in If Only. It's just such chic packaging, and again, like he mentioned, you can refill this, so you don't have to keep buying the full packaging. You just have to buy the color. So
Ever since my Laneige two-tone lip bar video, I feel like I have to like, even though I really don't have to like do lip stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not really a lip color sort of person.
I love your swatch videos. So you are very good at swatching.
When I was doing them, the ones that really stood out to me this year, the Coca-Cola tint. Surprising from the Face Shop of all places.
I know.
But the color is just so nice. The fizzy brown, it's that kind of like autumny sort of reddy brown. Pony Effect.
Oh my fucking god.
Favorite fluid lip tints.
You always talk.
Oh honey. This came out around the first launch of Pony Effect because it's like a cross between a gloss and a tint. So it tints your lips, but it gives you that plump, glassy look. My favorite one is probably, this is Good Wishes. This is one of the more recent ones that came out. It doesn't look that impressive as a swatch, but on the lips, it's really moisturizing. But that's what I like about it, because my lips are so dry. This is Full Heart Inga. This color, I really like to wear with that retro dry blush, because again, it's that retro-y kind of like scarlet red in a way. And then the one I was using a lot before those two came out was Sheer Delight,
Oh, that's pretty.
which is actually like a cross between the two.
I was really into pony lip products at one point, remember?
Oh yeah. But I do remember in the summer and spring, I was so into these Lily Barrett. Actually very similar to the Favorite Fluid because they're like glossy tints. So they give your lips a sort of like juicy glossy look, but they're tints, so they tint your lips.
Bloody Liar coating tint.
Yeah, they kind of coat your lips in that sort of moisturizing coat. That's one thing I don't like is the packaging gets all... Actually, that's not just how it is.
Oh.
But it's just that it gets all gunky, like in the lid.
Delightful.
All right, there it is. Done. Great.
Eddie really wanted to finish this because I could tell he was talking super fast on this. Brand winners before we wrap it up.
Let's start with you. I'm curious. My recorder was being weird, so it got cut off. But Joan's pick for American makeup brand is Hourglass.
For sure.
Hourglass is one of the things when I want to treat myself, when I'm feeling like I really love myself, she goes to Hourglass.
Hourglass. For Korean makeup, I was so obsessed with the 3CE Mood Recipe Collection, but then the Mamongdu products, I was so shook. I wanted to talk about how I feel like in Korea, Mamongdu, 3CE, and Clio does a really good job at making pigmented, so pretty. Just look at. But since I did use 3CE longer and Mamongdu was like kind of a recent discovery for me, I want to give the award to 3CE.
Yay.
Again,
Nah?
You.
Obviously, 3CE. Been so into it because I just love the. I keep repeating myself. The colors. Pony Effect. Because I like Pony so much, I like buy her stuff. But a lot of them base products mostly. Base products, fantastic. It's just I don't like the way they release their products. They're doing a little better job now of promoting Pony Effect. But yeah, 3CE definitely is what, when someone asks me, 3CE is definitely first. After 3CE, the ones after that are kind of like jumbled for me. But the Clio, you know, Pony
I kind of want
Effect.
to try this now because
That's like
Mamongdu.
sweet.
Mamongdu. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. All the links will be down below. Make sure you check out the skincare one if you want to see what skincare we've been loving this whole year and recommend for you guys. And yeah, see you in the next one.
Bye.
안녕 가세요. They don't say that. They only say
안녕히
안녕.
계세요. 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요 is like you're saying bye and they're staying, and 안녕히 가세요 is like you're
feel like
staying
they're
and they're
leaving.
saying bye.
We're kind of like stuck in this box.
안녕.
안녕, bye.